guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another speed build. And if you're new here, hi guys, my name is Tanya, and I do a lot of speed builds here on the channel and a lot of other stuff too. And this is actually a collab with Thomas TV, whether you've heard of him or you're coming over from his channel. Hi everybody, this is a collab with the wonderful Thomas TV. He is a very talented and speedy builder in The Sims 4. I don't know how he's so fast at what he does. He does like crazy mansion builds in like an hour and a half, and I'm just like, that takes me like 8 hours, maybe more. So I don't know how he does it, and he's really good, and you should definitely check him out if you haven't already, because I mean, he's amazing. But anyway, what we are doing for this collab is we're both building the same house. This is a build battle. So basically we used this picture that I have up on screen right here, which is like a greeting card picture of this really cute wintry house. And we're both trying to recreate it in The Sims. Of course, there's limitations, and I'm sure both of ours are going to come out drastically different, because every time I've ever done a build battle, they come out so different. Like the way two people can interpret the same image is so crazy to me. It's really interesting though, and really fun. So I was excited to go ahead and do this. So make sure to watch Thomas's video if you haven't already. I will have that linked in the description down below so you can see how he went ahead and built this house as well. I'm excited to go ahead and watch that because at the time of recording this, I have not seen it yet. So I will be watching that live with you guys. I'm really excited, and hopefully they both came out okay, although I do hope they're different because I really enjoy that. The one thing that is different about mine that the picture has and that I don't is a snowman, because I was having a lot of problems getting them to build a snowman, and I didn't really want the object ones we have. I wanted like one of the ones you could build. Because of the terrain, I was having trouble getting them to build one, so we don't have a snowman in the front yard. But we do have this beautiful lantern that has a wreath on it, and I quite liked it. And I really like how cozy this place ends up being as well. And it ends up being kind of a like grandmother's or grandparents' house in the middle of the woods. And I really, really like that. I feel like this is such a cozy Christmas home to come to. Like the family comes to visit on the holidays. And this is like where everyone meets up to enjoy Christmas morning, Christmas evening. I just kind of like wanted it to have a similar vibe to like what I had growing up, going to my grandmother's house, because we still do this, but she doesn't have her house anymore. But it was like every Christmas morning we would go to my grandmother's house. She had this cozy like older place, and we'd open presents in the morning. We'd have breakfast. We always had green eggs and ham is Christmas breakfast every year, and I'm looking forward to having it again this year. Although I don't eat ham personally, that's just always what it's been. I eat plenty of green eggs though, which is just it's not actually like what you would expect with green scrambled eggs. It's just like Easter eggs. We dye eggs for Christmas too. We have green and pink ones. So that's exciting. And I always look forward to just having hard-boiled eggs on Christmas morning with like rolls, and there's usually like some coffee cakes and stuff like that. It's just like a really chill, cozy way to spend the morning, and I really wanted to capture that vibe in this house, but like still make it to the way that it looked and decorate it pretty nicely for the holiday. So this is pretty much what the outside ends up looking like. I'm just adding some, details here and there. And then I separated off the floor plan off camera, but I knew that this area was going to be the living room, because in the picture there was this giant window on the porch, and through the window you could see the Christmas tree. So I was like, that is the living room. That is exactly where I'm going to put the living room. And I was really excited about it because I thought it was so pretty to have such a large window like that to show off your Christmas tree. Obviously, that's not the purpose of the window, because I don't think when somebody's building a house, they're like, this has to be this big so that the whole neighborhood can see our entire Christmas tree. But I'm sure there's somebody out there in the world that thinks like that. So you never know. But I really wanted to make this room really cozy, and I just really like how it came out. There's so many presents under that tree, and it just reminds me of my childhood a lot, and I really, really like that. And so we're just adding some bookcases around here. And I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, we add a keyboard in here as well, which I thought was kind of cool. Watch it be like, no, you didn't add a keyboard. I built this a couple of weeks ago. This collab got put off a little bit, so I apologize if any of this is a little bit, if I'm a little bit unsure of what happens when, I have a pretty clear idea of how I built this house because it was not that long ago, but I'm pretty sure I put a keyboard in that room somewhere. And if I don't, I'm going to be shocked and confused as to what house I'm thinking of, because I don't think there's any other house that I put a keyboard. There it is. There's a keyboard. But anyway, I also put this red wall, which I got rid of because I thought it would be nice to have a red wall, bring in Christmas colors. But I was like, no, they wouldn't paint their walls for Christmas. So I wanted to have an accent wall over there, but something that would make sense all year round. So I added that patterned wall, that very busy wallpaper, which I really like that wallpaper. I know some people think it's really ugly, but I actually really like it, but only if it's one wall or maybe two. But a whole room like that would make me incredibly claustrophobic. I feel like it makes the space look so much smaller, but I kind of liked it for just an accent wall in the living room. So I was pretty happy with that, and we're just adding some more decorations around. I went a little overboard maybe, but not really. I could have done a lot worse, and I'm hoping to do a lot worse sometime soon. I really want to do an over-the-top Christmas house, so hopefully that will be coming out sometime next week. No promises, but I'm kind of planning that. So excited to do that. Those ones that you're like, oh wow. I'm not sure if I'm going to do over-the-top positive or over-the-top negative though. Should it be beautifully decorated but a lot of decorations, or should it be tacky decorated and a lot of decorations? I'm not entirely sure yet, but I really liked the idea of that. And then in this living room, or this is not a living room, in this dining room, we have a beautiful table with chairs and this lovely red rug. Although I think we changed the rug, if I'm remembering. Yeah, we changed it to this one, and I just think it's so cozy. I really, really like this room. I feel like the colors and stuff are subtle, but we have plenty of decorations, and it just looks nice. So it would look nice all year round, but decorated for Christmas, I definitely like it as well. So this is the side table. I love this side table from Cats and Dogs, and of course we're adding more wreaths throughout the house. I size up and size down a lot of stuff because I feel like it just helps so much with filling up the space. I really like big wreaths on windows for some reason. It looks so pretty, and so I really enjoyed adding that, and of course trying to figure out some curtains and stuff over here because the layout is interesting, but I really like the layout. I feel like it's realistic and kind of cozy, and I just love the living room so much. Also, I tried adding that nutcracker, but I honestly find nutcrackers kind of creepy, so it's hard for me to add more than one or even add any sometimes because they're kind of weird. But anyway, this is a kitchen. I used these countertops from these are from Vampires, although for some reason I feel like I changed them to the Parenthood ones. I did. There it is. I was just I could have sworn I used the Parenthood ones in this kitchen. I knew they were green. But I really like this kitchen. It's pretty cozy, and as I said, I imagine this is grandparents' house, but I imagine they're kind of young grandparents. I'm thinking probably 50s, and they have grandkids that are all under the age of 5 or 6. And so I don't think that the house is too oh my God, that is so old grandparents' house. I think it definitely has a little bit of an older taste to it, but it's not oh my God, these are 80-year-old grandparents anymore. They're 50s, so new younger grandparents, and I really like that. And I had a lot of fun with it, and I love making green kitchens. For some reason, these green counters are so pretty. I like the ones from Vampires too. But I think they're just kind of a fun color for countertops because I think of counters as being brown or white. Those are the two color options. So using some of the different colors, we even have a couple shades of blue as well that came with Parenthood. I really like doing those because they give a lot of personality to the kitchen. And as you guys know, if you've been around on this channel for a while, I love building kitchens. So anytime I can add a little bit more personality to them, I definitely take that with open arms. So this is just a little, eating corner or breakfast nook for Grandma and Grandpa to go ahead and enjoy their breakfast when they're not entertaining. And of course, they have that giant dining room off to the side as well, as you guys saw. That is perfect for, Christmas morning, entertaining guests, or just maybe they have weekly dinners with the grandkids and their kids as well. I know when I was younger, my grandparents did that. We would I think it was Sundays. I don't remember. It might have been Saturday nights. Sometimes we'd go over to my grandparents' house and we would just have dinner there. It was really, really nice. So I kind of like the idea of them having a nice, beautiful dining room. But for the most part, when like their everyday life, they just use the table in the kitchen. And then this is the bathroom. I'm trying to remember, I think this house only has this one bathroom, but it might have one upstairs. But I'm kind of thinking it's just this one. And then it has 2 bedrooms, if I'm remembering correctly, their bedroom, and then kind of a junk room, once again inspired by my grandmother. Because for some reason, whenever I'm making grandmother houses, like I just think of her, and I know there's like a million different types of grandmas, and it's not like people are just like sectioned off into grandmas, because anyone can become a grandparent at any point in time. But like I feel like I just default to how my grandma is like anytime I build grandmother or grandparents' houses. And I feel like my grandma's like that kind of weird quirky grandma that like used to like wear a fanny pack all the time and has like way too much stuff, a little like collects things, is definitely a pack rat, and has too many cat calendars. Like that's what my grandma is, and she's the best. Oh, and loves the casino. She like loves the casino and chocolates. And so I tried to keep this bedroom very like organized and clean, which, you know, for the most part growing up, she kept her bedroom that way, and it was just like nice and everything matched and it was cute, and there's some cat stuff here and there. She has so many cat statues. But then there's a spare bedroom that's just like, oh, that's where all of the clutter in the house went. And I think that's realistic for a lot of people that have spare bedrooms, because you need to put it all somewhere. So I've had fun with that. And of course, adding a cat tree up here as well, because I did imagine that these grandparents do have a cat or 2. So this is a spare bedroom. It has a bed shoved off to the side, which the grandkids can sleep in when they are here. But other than that, it just has all kinds of stuff in here, including an easel and just, you know, decorations for the holidays, and just all of the clutter that they couldn't fit anywhere else in their house is in this room. So oopsie on that, but you know, it all fits in the end, and it has its place, and it's not like everyone that comes over is in this room. This is the clutter room. Nobody needs to be in there. So you know, I think it's completely fine for them to have a room like that. But anyway, we are coming to the end of the video. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this, and please go check out Thomas's version of this build on his channel. The links are down below. I'm so excited to see what he did. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.